Thank you. Well, we've talked a lot about numbers here. I just want to point out a few that should alarm the American public. In the year that's wrapping up September 30th, we're borrowing about 22 cents of every dollar we spend. I mean, think about that if in your own personal life, you borrow 22% on what you spend every year. We have reached an agreement on the debt ceiling increase, which is, by the standards of Congress, incredibly frugal. We're going to be cutting discretionary spending about 1%, which is something we haven't seen in many years. And even if we stick to that agreement, the amount we are spending, the amount we are borrowing, what we spend next year will go up from 22% to 23%. Some people say 24%. So think about that. We're in a position in which we can cut our spending, and the amount we have to borrow will keep going up, in part because of mandatory spending and in part because increases in interest costs. So that's the crisis we're in. I applaud the chairman for putting together a bill here that is a step towards righting the ship. I hope we do not forget to go after the tax credits, which sometimes are especially offensive because they're going to some of our wealthiest people in the country. Things like tax credits for electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are already a luxury that costs more than 20% more than a regular car. But I guess to make us feel good at certain types of people, fundraiser, whatever, we're giving special tax breaks to that group. I'd also like to highlight the Section 42 tax credits for property developers almost getting free buildings on the taxpayer. Another group that seems to spend a lot of money around here, the type of thing we ought to end tomorrow. But in any event, I appreciate this bill. It is a step in the right direction. I hope in the future we're more cognizant of the 10th Amendment. Our forefathers realized that if the federal government got involved in everything, it'd be the would be the end of a democracy and maybe even the end of our republic. So hopefully we'll begin to respect that and take wholesale departments and throw them back to the states where our forefathers anticipated. But I'd like to thank you, Mr. Chairman, for putting this together, and I'll yield the remaining.
Hello, friends. I have big news to share with you this evening. Americans may receive more direct relief payments as support grows among congressional lawmakers. Both parties are working on proposing their own versions of a plan that would benefit millions of Americans, but billions of dollars in funding will need to be approved. My dearest friends, I'll be going over the exact details of this, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My friends, please make sure you enter tomorrow's giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. House Republican Jason Smith has signaled support for a child tax credit. It is a policy that has historically been credited with substantially reducing childhood poverty in the United States. The Biden administration's American Rescue Plan of 2021 expanded the child tax credit to the nation's poorest families as part of an effort to cushion Americans from the economic impacts of the crisis. But Congress failed to extend the program, and it expired at the end of 2021. So this week, Representative Smith, the chair of the House Ways and Means Committee, which is a powerful body that authors tax-related legislation, suggested he wanted to make the extension of the child tax credit permanent. He told reporters, "That's something that I have always supported. I had the legislation to make permanent the $1,000 to $2,000 in child tax credit and pushed for it. It is extremely important to working-class Americans. The number of children living in poverty in America more than doubled in 2022, after a decline the previous year, that analysts say was due to the child tax credit. The payments helped to reduce child poverty to historic lows. Some states have been proactive and made their local child tax credits permanent or extended the existing ones. There are now at least 14 states across the U.S. that boast the existence of these programs. Representative Smith said, while his Republican predecessors, as chairs of the House and Ways Committee, rarely talked about it in the past, he believed the child tax provision can command bipartisan support. Even President Biden said he wants to restore the policy. His support adds to the large number of lawmakers, especially among Democrats, who have tried to push for a federal child tax credit extension. The greatest challenge is whether there will be enough votes in Congress to push it through. Some polls suggest that among voters, there appears to be cross-party support for the reinstatement of the child tax credit. A Morning Consult poll from earlier this year showed that 94% of parents who voted for a Democrat in 2022 and 77% of parents who voted for a Republican in 2022 said the issue was an important priority. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about extending the child tax credit? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. According to Newsweek, GOP lawmakers want to use the benefit to incentivize Americans to have more children. With the Providing for Life Act, Republicans seem ready to take action. The GOP proposal was led by Senator Marco Rubio. With the Providing for Life Act, Republicans seem ready to take action. The GOP proposal, led by Senator Marco Rubio, would also apply to babies in the womb. The Providing for Life Act would expand the child tax credit to $4,500 for children under the age of 6 and $3,500 for older children. But it would also be paid out in one sum during tax time, rather than the monthly payments proposed by the Democrats in the American Family Act. Republicans also want to see the credit expanded retroactively so that a parent can claim the benefit for the year of pregnancy once the dependent is born. For example, a family whose baby is born in March 2024 would still be able to claim that child on their 2023 tax returns and receive their $4,500 tax break when they receive their tax refund. Republicans also want to change the eligibility requirements for the child tax credit. Under the Providing for Life Act, parents who want to claim the credit would need to be employed. Previously, Americans did not need to earn income in order to be eligible for the credit. The Republican measure also maintains the current phase-out thresholds of $200,000 for single filers and $400,000 for married couples who file joint returns, whereas House Democrats are aiming to target lower-income households. Well, my beautiful and my most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, to say thank you for being part of this community. Tomorrow, which is Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.